Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you have been drawn to this reading, this video will be focusing on the question, who is thinking of you? I'll be drawing letters as well as signs, so I'll go ahead and pre-shuffle that portion of the reading since it does take a while to pick the letters and the signs, just so that you guys don't have to hear me shuffle for an endless amount of time. And then we'll take a look ultimately at what your person needs you to know right now through this reading. General advice as always, guys, so always keep that in mind throughout the reading and only take the bits and parts of it that make sense for you personally. All right, guys, let's get into it. Hi there, Earth signs Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So let's go ahead and start with the letters that were pulled. We'll start off with the letter V. Okay, so it could be initials, it could be a part of your name as well as the person that you're thinking about. Q also came through. D. H presented itself. N. G came forward. And then a couple of double letters. So for those who might have initials that start with the same letter and for their last name as well, or it could be you and your person having the same letter for your first names. So we ended up getting double O. Okay. And that came through as well for C. So play along with these letters and see if it makes sense. You can pause the video, especially too if you run into this video maybe a month from now, or whenever you come across it, you might find that it makes sense at that time, especially if you're single and it's not making a whole lot of sense at the time that you're seeing this. All right, so those are the letters that came through. So let's go ahead and grab the signs. So the first up is Taurus. Cancer also presented itself. Sagittarius. Capricorn came through. Aries. And lastly, Virgo. All right, guys. So since this is an earth signs reading, we'll go ahead and take a look and see how significant these signs are. For some of you, especially Virgo, actually you all came through. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So you might also be thinking of another Taurus, another Virgo, or another Capricorn, or this person could have a lot of earth representation in their chart. All right, so that gives us an indication of who is thinking about you. Let's go ahead and grab some messages now to take a look at the situation and what it is that they need to convey in this reading. All right, so for earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, what's the overall energy of this connection? What your person needs you to know right now? Okay, we've got sweet indulgence. Yours is a love so sweet, it gives me a sugar rush. Somebody could have a sweet tooth here. I'm also feeling, maybe somebody loves to bake, or macarons in particular. That's coming through here. All right, let's see what else. But it could also be, how attracted they are to you. It's like they can't stop hungering for you or craving for you. There's something very sweet about you. Let's see what else for earth signs. Yeah, check this out, guys. I mean, it really speaks for itself. Sexual appetite, right? It's just a matter of time before we cave in to this intense hunger. So that's coming through very clearly in this reading. And maybe for those of you that might be in separation, they're still fantasizing about you in this way, or the fact that the physical connection is just coming through very strongly here. Let's see what else. So what your person needs you to know right now is that they're still really fantasizing about you in this manner. Okay, there's something very alluring, very attractive about you. The autumn season could be a particular time frame for some of you. So we do have September, October, November, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. This could be a specific message. So either you guys got together at that time, or it could be when things went south between the two of you. Maybe it could be reflecting more painful memories when you guys broke up. Okay, so it could be also letting us know that by this year's autumn season, there could be a particular message that you are meant to receive from your person. And then we have rendezvous. Look, I need to see you. Let's meet up sometime. So that might not happen until later on in the year. It might not happen for a couple more months for some of you. So, maybe this is something that your person is thinking about, putting that energy out there, wanting the universe to know. It's like, I really want to see my person. Can it happen sooner rather than later? So it does seem that the autumn season is a time where this could happen. Okay, so let me set these guys aside and let's take a look at some tarot cards. All right, 4 earth signs here. Angels and spirit guides. So we clearly see that they're super attracted to you. Maybe the first time you guys kissed or had experienced intimacy, they still think about that. All right, for Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Well, whatever happened between the two of you, it could have created a breakup, a separation, some pretty hurtful discussions here. Some of you guys could have been in a committed partnership. Maybe there was infidelity, but in a way, even though this is not a tower card, it reminds me very much of that type of experience where it was very hurtful. It could have been infidelity in the relationship is what I'm getting here. Let's see what else. Somebody could have also stepped out on the connection and having a sensual experience with somebody else. It could be that. What else for earth signs? All right, we've got bravery through the strength card coming through. Bravery, compassion, inner strength. I feel when this happened, if you're able to relate to it, again, a possible tower moment, very hurtful separation. It's like every ounce of strength in you to even move on without this person, or that's how they're certainly feeling. Because we're focusing on who's thinking about you. You could also be thinking of a Leo here. Or a Leo is thinking of you. I'm getting too, guys, that somebody that treated you wrong or might have contributed to trust issues, certainly infidelity in the relationship. They want to reach out. They do want to talk to you, but they're not feeling so confident that it would be a fruitful discussion. And here you go. Look at that. There's our tower. Disaster. An awakening, a sudden upheaval. It's like hitting rock bottom. There's only one way to go, which is up, So what your person needs you to know right now is that they recognize and they know that they weren't exactly working with you to make sure that the relationship would be a successful one, that you guys could be together and really have it go the distance, We also have the 7 of Pentacles. So what this is telling me at this time is that more time is needed to unfold before things can actually be revealed for you. I feel time is needed, which could possibly be why we've got the autumn season coming through. So again, September, October, November, it may not happen until that time frame. But what I do feel for this person that might have hurt you and created this tower, they are so regretful and really wanting to reconnect with you. Not necessarily have a reunion unless that's what you both want, or a reconciliation. I'm picking up more so that this person feels the need to address their behavior in the past and why they did what they did, recognizing their mistakes, knowing full well that you guys had a beautiful connection and that they ruined it, And we also have the Temperance card, okay? So both of these cards, wait and see how it goes. Patience is required. It's not going to offer clarity for a few more months here. And we're seeing the Death card. Some of you guys could be thinking of a Scorpio for this reading. So I'm feeling here, whatever brought that tower down, whatever created the separation, it needed to happen. It was inevitable, but it also offered both of you the opportunity to focus on yourselves, to be able to grow from the experience, to learn from it, and certainly to heal from it. And I am feeling for some of you that are at least thinking of the possibility of a reconciliation. It can happen for some of you, but there's definitely some changes that need to happen. Changes need to be implemented in order for you guys to reconnect and have a second chance that means something that can actually last. So the rendezvous card, I feel eventually you guys will be able to see each other again in the 3D, but it's not going to happen right away. But I'm kind of feeling that that's actually a blessing, Earth signs. It's not the right time. You know, you can't rush this moment from happening, but once it surfaces, you're going to know in your heart of hearts the timing is right, and that conversation can either offer you closure, healing, or the opportunity for reconciliation. All right, guys. So if you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below in the description box, and I will link all the decks you see here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.